You went to sleep last night thinking everything was normal. No warning signs, no discomfort, no reason to believe anything unusual was happening inside your body. But while you were asleep, your circulation, breathing, and even the way blood moved toward your brain may have been influenced by one simple thing most people never think about: your sleeping position. And if you're over 60, this matters far more than most people realize. Because as the body changes with age, the way we sleep can begin affecting more than just comfort. It may influence nighttime breathing, pressure inside the head, circulation quality, morning fatigue, stiffness, and how restored the body feels after waking up. And strangely enough, many people spend years trying to improve energy levels, focus, or sleep quality without ever considering the physical position they spend 7 or 8 hours in every night. Now, this is important. This video is not about fear. It's not about panic. And it's definitely not about assuming every symptom means something serious. It's about understanding how small nightly habits may quietly affect how you feel over time. Because the body works very differently at 65 than it did at 25. When we're younger, the cardiovascular system adapts quickly. Blood vessels are more flexible. Muscles recover faster. The body compensates for awkward sleeping positions much more easily. But later in life, things become more sensitive. Blood vessels naturally become less elastic. Joints stiffen more easily. Breathing patterns change. Sleep becomes lighter. Circulation may become less efficient during the night. And this is why sleep posture begins to matter more. Many adults over 60 wake up with symptoms they assume are simply part of aging: morning headaches, neck stiffness, brain fog, swollen fingers, heavy legs, feeling exhausted despite sleeping for 8 hours. But sometimes the body is reacting to pressure, positioning, airflow, and circulation problems happening quietly overnight. And once you understand what to look for, some of these habits become surprisingly easy to improve. So today we're going through several common sleeping mistakes many people make without realizing it, followed by 2 sleep positions that may help support better overnight recovery and circulation. And before we continue, tell me in the comments, are you a back sleeper, side sleeper, or stomach sleeper? I'm genuinely curious because by the end of this video, you may look at your answer very differently. Let's begin with one of the most overlooked habits of all: sleeping completely flat. At first glance, this sounds healthy. No strange angles, no complicated setup, just lying flat on the mattress. But for some adults over 60, completely flat sleeping may not always feel ideal. Why? Because gravity plays a role in circulation and fluid movement inside the body. When the upper body is slightly elevated, circulation and breathing often feel smoother during sleep. But lying perfectly flat for long periods may sometimes contribute to pressure buildup, snoring, congestion, or waking up with a heavy feeling in the head. Many people notice this around 2 or 3 in the morning. They wake up with pressure behind the eyes or a dull headache at the base of the skull. They drink water, shift positions, and go back to sleep without thinking much about it. But sometimes the issue is simply positioning. Even a modest elevation of the upper body may help certain people feel more comfortable overnight. Not multiple pillows stacked awkwardly under the neck, a gentle elevation. And we'll talk about the safest way to do that shortly. Now let's move to a position that surprises almost everyone: stomach sleeping. For many people, sleeping on the stomach feels cozy and familiar because they've done it for decades. But structurally, it creates several problems at once. First, the neck. Think about it. You cannot breathe directly into the mattress, so your head has to rotate sharply to one side for hours at a time. That means your neck may remain twisted throughout the night. And over time, many people begin waking up with stiffness, tension headaches, shoulder tightness, or dizziness when turning their head quickly in the morning. But there's another issue too: breathing. When the chest presses against the mattress, breathing can become shallower. The lungs may not fully expand as comfortably during deep sleep. You may still sleep for 8 hours, but the quality of those hours may feel different. Some people wake up tired without understanding why. Others feel mentally foggy until late morning. Again, this doesn't mean disaster. It simply means the body may not be recovering as efficiently as it could. Now here's another habit many people do with good intentions: using too many pillows. This is extremely common. 2 pillows, 3 pillows, sometimes even 4, usually because of reflux, congestion, snoring, or neck discomfort. But excessive pillow height can push the chin too far toward the chest, creating unnatural neck flexion. And when the neck stays bent forward all night, many people wake up feeling stiff, heavy, or mentally sluggish. Some even describe a strange pressure feeling behind the eyes or forehead. The goal is not extreme elevation. The goal is neutral support. For most people, one supportive pillow that keeps the neck aligned naturally works much better than stacking multiple soft pillows together. And surprisingly, many adults notice improvements within days after simplifying their pillow setup. Now, before we continue, if this video is helping you rethink your sleep habits, take a moment to subscribe and like the video. This channel is all about simple, practical wellness habits for adults over 50, explained in a calm and realistic way. Now let's talk about side sleeping. Because side sleeping is generally considered one of the better positions for comfort and breathing, but the side you choose may matter more than people realize. Many sleep specialists and circulation researchers have pointed out that left side sleeping may offer certain advantages for adults over 60. Why? Because of the way the heart and major blood vessels are positioned inside the body. When sleeping on the left side, many people experience less pressure on circulation pathways and often report more comfortable breathing during the night. Some people even notice reduced snoring or fewer nighttime awakenings after switching gradually to left side sleeping. And interestingly, researchers studying the brain's nighttime cleaning process have also explored how side sleeping may support the movement of fluid through the brain during deep sleep. You can think of it like the brain's overnight maintenance system. During deep sleep, the brain clears out waste products built up during the day. And while researchers are still learning about this process, sleep quality appears to play an important role in how effectively the brain restores itself overnight. Now, does this mean left side sleeping is perfect for everyone? No. Comfort matters too. Some people have shoulder pain, others have hip discomfort. Some simply cannot fall asleep on their side. And that's okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is improvement. Even small adjustments can make a meaningful difference over time. Now let's discuss another common sleeping posture many adults naturally fall into: the tightly curled fetal position. This one feels comforting emotionally because the body naturally wants warmth and security. But when the knees are pulled tightly upward and the chin folds deeply toward the chest, breathing often becomes shallower. The chest cannot expand fully. The diaphragm has less room to move comfortably, and circulation through the legs may feel less efficient during the night. This may contribute to waking up with stiffness in the hips, knees, lower back, or ankles, especially if circulation is already slower than it used to be. The good news is that this is usually easy to improve. Instead of curling tightly inward, try slightly extending the legs and placing a pillow between the knees. That small adjustment alone may reduce strain on the hips and lower back while helping the spine remain more neutral during sleep. Now let's talk about something many people never connect to sleep quality at all: late-night eating and alcohol close to bedtime. This one is incredibly common. A late dinner, snacking while watching television, a glass of wine before bed. It feels harmless, but digestion requires energy and circulation. When the body is trying to digest a heavy meal while also trying to enter deep restorative sleep, the quality of sleep may suffer. Some people notice nighttime overheating, restlessness, acid reflux, a racing heartbeat, waking suddenly during the night. Alcohol can complicate this even further. While alcohol may make people sleepy initially, it often disrupts deeper stages of sleep later in the night, and many adults wake up feeling unrefreshed without realizing why. A simple habit that may help many people is finishing meals at least 2 to 3 hours before bed and taking a gentle walk afterward. Not intense exercise, just movement. A calm 10 to 15-minute walk after dinner may support digestion, blood sugar balance, and relaxation before sleep. Now let's move into 2 sleep positions many adults find especially supportive. The first is left side sleeping with proper support. To make this position comfortable, use one supportive pillow for the head and neck. Place another pillow between the knees, and if needed, hug a body pillow to reduce pressure on the shoulders. This helps keep the spine more neutral and prevents the body from twisting during the night. Many people adapt to this position faster than they expect. The second option is back sleeping with gentle upper body elevation. This is especially helpful for people who dislike side sleeping or deal with shoulder discomfort. The important part is this: do not simply stack multiple pillows under the head. Instead, the entire upper torso should be elevated gradually. A wedge pillow or adjustable bed setup works much better because it supports the spine more naturally. Many people say this position helps with snoring, morning headaches, breathing comfort, acid reflux, and waking up feeling less heavy. Now let's quickly talk about the sleep environment itself, because position is only part of the picture. Temperature matters. Most people sleep better in a slightly cooler room rather than a warm one. Darkness matters too. Bright screens. Late at night may interfere with the body's natural sleep rhythm, and noise matters more than people think. Even sounds that don't fully wake you up can interrupt deeper stages of sleep repeatedly throughout the night. That's why some people sleep dramatically better after using white noise, earplugs, or simply making the bedroom quieter. And finally, pay attention to how you actually feel in the morning. Your body gives feedback constantly. If you regularly wake up exhausted, foggy, short of breath, or with headaches, it may be worth looking more closely at your sleep habits and discussing persistent symptoms with a healthcare professional. Because quality sleep is not just about feeling rested, it affects circulation, recovery, memory, mood, energy, and how the body repairs itself over time. So tonight, instead of treating sleep like something automatic, treat it like part of your long-term health routine. Maybe that means adjusting your pillow setup. Maybe it means trying the left side. Maybe it means avoiding late-night eating or elevating your upper body slightly. Small changes repeated every night can add up in powerful ways over the years. And if this video helped you think differently about sleep, share it with someone in your life who constantly wakes up tired and assumes it's just aging. Sometimes the body is simply asking for better support. Sleep well, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.